If you want to know how to get back after hitting hard rock bottom, and along with it, how to make a success as a CSE student in engineering, stick till end of this episode. Welcome to the ninth episode of Stories of Common Engineering Students. This is Shivam Hasurkar. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get up. Failure is not falling down, failure is staying down. I feel proud to introduce Aditya Wagh. Describing him a bit, I would say a street smart, handsome personality, filled with the zeal to gain knowledge, fetching ways to quench his curious mind, thought, and his helping nature are few of the qualities that I can mention about him. Though after this episode, those who knew him will also have a new opinion about him. Let's get right into the conversations, bro.
Thank you, Shivam, for your introduction. I have been following this podcast, and I feel happy that I'm today here doing a podcast with you. So,
It's
thank you.
it's it's my honor, bro, to have you on this podcast and get your valuable experience shared with everyone listening to this. Let's begin. I know this is not known to a lot of people around, the ones who studied with us in our batch, but you have studied 11 12 standard from Kota. And before going to that, I want to know, when did you decide that you wanted to do engineering? How was your parents' response to it? And how did you ended up in Kota?
Yeah. So, like everyone has curiosities, right? Like around their school time, they do different things. They try some things. Like I used to play with toys, like electronic gadgets, and then uh, I had curiosity around them, like to like how are they working,
Yes, yes.
some sort of that, right? So everybody has that, like some way or the other on some different things, maybe. So.
Mhm.
I felt that like I had that in the back of mind that I like these things. So let me give a background. Like
Yeah, yeah.
around that, like 9th, 10th, my sister is a doctor now. She was doing her graduation in MBBS. So I had like a path, one opportunity, I must say, that I could go into the that
Doctor sides
doctor thing.
also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was one path for me, and another was this. So other than that, I like mostly I didn't feel anything uh, curious. Nothing else made me
Yeah.
curious like that. So
Yeah.
I had these two paths, and so I had the decision. I had to make the decision, and my
Yeah.
parents were like, "Okay, you can do anything. We won't force anything on you." So it was totally on me. So I could have done that also, MBBS also, and I feel like maybe I could have done that, but
Definitely, you could have done
uh,
that. You can go in any field.
you are
I'm sure that you'll be like on top of that. Yeah,
oh, no, I won't be so sure. Medical is tough, really tough,
I know.
and
I know. Yeah,
yeah. So that is that thing is like in the past now. So
yeah.
let's not go in there. So so my like passion, maybe we can say, or like my liking was into the engineering. So
Yeah.
like very easily said that yeah, I want to do engineering. So my parents asked like so let's find one good institute for you to study for the JEE. So there was one institute here in Nagpur, so which took selected admissions by if students clear their screening test. So
Entrance
I
exam.
applied for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I applied for it. I gave the exam. I cleared it, and everybody was happy. And I was about to join that, but one thing happened was that like we also gathered some information, like which are the good institutes for JEE preparations. So we got some information from some family friend and like
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
about Kota
Oh,
being a very prestigious place for students to study for IIT and medical.
it's really
So
very prestigious.
yeah,
Yeah.
so now they have made one series also. Yeah, so we got the information, and then we were like comparing, should we go there, should we do. My parents are like, let's go for the best, let's try, let's give you
Of
what
course.
is the best. Yeah. what is the best. So the institute, we went to Kota, we did the admission, and I got enrolled, and then I started my Kota journey. That's
Then
it.
also, you had given exams to different various institutes, or how is it
Yeah,
like?
similar to this only. So
Mhm.
actually, that time around 10th, I wasn't so much like, even today, I'm not a person who like extensively studies and goes for the examination like that. I am a person who attends the lectures, who knows, like, goes through the topics. I won't say thoroughly reading, but
Curriculum, yeah. Mm.
overview. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go through that and I acquire that whatever the knowledge is there. I learn
Yeah.
that way. And
Yeah.
then around the exam, I study. So till 10th, it was very good. I got 10 CGPA. It was very nice. That approach was nice for me. It was working for me. Even in engineering, it worked for me.
Yeah.
So like I used to attend lectures. That is one major point I should say. So you know what
Yeah.
you have to like study also. You should know. You should know the syllabus actually.
Yes.
So that is another thing. But till 10th, in 10th, I was like I knew my things, and
Hmm.
I appeared for the exam. So that was not much difficult. I must say.
Yeah.
So it was
But
easy,
I asked this
easy
question
or
because
okay.
there are these institutes like take entrance exam, and those are very tough. From school, when I was studying, we had this sir who had introduced us for this M Prakash Academy in Pune, which used to take like limited number of students for their
Yeah,
training. But so it's not very big. They take only limited number of students, but they make sure that all of their students are get into
right,
IIT. So their
right,
entrance exam, me and my friend, this Kojas Netke, we went for the exam, and it was completely out of 11 standard syllabus. So we passed out from 10 standard. We're like, yeah, we were the best in mathematics, science in our school and in Kolhapur for that matter. We scored like mostly we used to score out in maths board exams and all those things. So we were like, yes, come on, let's how hard it will be to crack in Prakash examination.
right,
But when we went to the test, we realized that, bro, this is 11th standard syllabus. They are asking for joining 11th standard. So that
right,
was a big
right.
hit. Like,
You should be ahead of your time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Then we realized that, bro, students here are preparing from 8th standard for that IIT, JEE and
yeah,
all.
yeah. I also got to know about that when I went there. Like
Yes.
I think pre
It
something
is
is there.
called something pre-JEE or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
But
pre-medical and pre-JE, I think it is like that.
yes, yes. So that's what I learned there, that students are well ahead in metro cities and all these things. But still, of course, I didn't clear that exam. I also took in some other institute in Pune. But coming back to you, how was your Kota journey in all?
So Kota journey, if you ask, you should visit. If you want to enroll your kids in the
Yeah.
future to
Mhm.
go in the medical top government medical colleges or IITs for that matter, you should once visit Kota and you should experience it yourself actually. Or
Okay.
if you have seen that Kota factory,
Series. Yeah.
initially I was skeptical about that series, but
Mhm.
then I saw it. I was like, okay, they are like showing the facts. Some of the
Showing the
facts are
truth. Yeah.
really, yeah, yeah, really true. So you should maybe you should watch it. It is good, and you can also visit it, the city. So you will when you enter that. So if you now go there, you
Mhm.
won't feel that much of pressure, I
Pressure.
should say.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when I went there, so there are lot number of students there, very big.
Thousands of
You
students.
you go there, and you see lot of people, lot of students, especially only
Mhm.
students
Yeah.
everywhere on streets, in the institutes, and the whole. Let's suppose there is an institute, and around that institute there are PGs and hostels. Only that you
Only.
won't you will rarely see houses, rarely. Like PGs are there, so like houses are there, so but they all have accommodation,
It's said now the
so like for
whole
students.
city is based out of the
Yeah, education.
education.
Yeah, around that only.
Mm.
So you will feel like हवा ही बदल जाती है भाई. You will see everything is different. Customers basically in Kota are students. That is the thing. So you feel a lot of uh, you see a lot of students and you get pressurized, like unconsciously. Subconsciously you get that vibe
Of
that
course.
yeah. So like if you study in somewhere else maybe,
Mhm.
so you might feel like, yeah, there is this lacks of students appearing. So you won't feel like, okay, let's study, we'll see. But there you go. So you see, oh, these people are there.
Yeah.
Like here only
Thousands
this
of
much
people are
amount
there
of,
who are
yeah,
studying for the same
studying
thing.
in the, yeah, in the premium institutes. So you see, like they are also studying. We also have to study, and so we need to first clear this competition, then we'll go for the rest of the competition.
Rest of the country.
That is the thing. So we feel overwhelmed. Like I felt overwhelmed. So that wasn't like you go, you study, and yeah, hooray, we achieve something. No, no, that's
The
not like that.
competition begins there.
Yeah, it is overwhelming. Yeah. So I won't say like I was too bad in studying or I was too good in studying. I was maybe average, because
Mhm.
considering the competition, I should say, and I must say that I was average.
I just have one question here. Does it really happen that quota gets in your head? The temperature, the whole lot changes, and then the surrounding. Does it affect you mentally and physically also?
Yeah, mentally, definitely. I have told you earlier,
Yes, yes,
like some way or another that gets into your head, and you feel like how like cutthroat competition is there. Like, what is
yes.
this?
Everybody is there
Where
for only
are you going
competition.
to survive?
Yeah.
First of all, you have to like gather yourself first of all, and that is not easy in those days. Like when you are in 11th or 12th, that is really difficult to control yourself, to gather yourself, and to keep yourself pushing throughout the 2 years.
Yeah.
That is the very difficult task. If you can see the Kota factory also, they are also reflecting some points on this.
Yes, yes.
So they mention about this. So that is really difficult. Sometimes you get really frustrated. You can't tell your parents as well. Like,
The feeling of
that is
giving
some,
up the whole
yeah, you
thing.
can't say that no, I can't do it, it is मेरे
Yes.
से नहीं होगा, मैं वापस आ रहा हूँ. Like you can't say that, right?
Yes,
You will be ashamed. Like
of course.
you'll have
Why
you'll
am I
have
not able to do this? Others are doing
right,
it. Others are
right.
scoring in this subject. I'm not.
Even small problems, like what is the value of a problem if like it's just a problem, right? But
Yes.
for that time when you can't solve it, when any
I
exam
know.
happens and you score low, so that time that is very depressing. So we feel like this is not working, we can't even clear this, like we can't get a good score here, what are we going to do in the main
Actual
actual
exam.
exam?
Mm.
Yeah. So that is really like tiring your mind. It's like it is draining, everything is draining, and then there is this heat of Kota. So that happens. Like eventually, everybody, I think so. Uh,
Acclimatizes with the weather around.
yeah. So initially, you get sick. You feel a lot of different things, food and all those things.
Mhm.
So that way, you just get used to it and cope up with it in the matter of time. It is just a matter of time, not so like that is okay.
Coming to the end of quota, what was the output? What do you think you maybe the
Yeah, yeah.
results? Apart from results, what did you learn? Both those things I want to
Yeah, okay. So for after 2 years, finally exams I gave JEE, and uh, I didn't clear it. The IIT, I didn't get into IIT and IT
know.
anything. Uh, the score wasn't too bad, wasn't too good. It was okay, okay.
Yeah.
So and I am from Maharashtra, right? So CET is there in Maharashtra for the state colleges. So
Yep.
when the CET exam was there, I was having my board exam there. So I was in
Rajasthan board
Rajasthan.
exams. Yeah.
Yeah. So CET, no CET.
You missed CAT.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
missed it, and so I had to go with the main course. So I came back. I was here, and then there was this discussion with me and my parents that what should be done now. So, like, do you want to repeat or should we go for cap rounds?
Mhm.
So my parents were like, let's go for like you should try for a college,
Mhm.
and side by if you don't get a good college, then you can just simply go and repeat, and this
Yeah.
time you can do it in Nagpur itself. Okay, I was okay. So
Mhm.
we did that and that. So one very funny or like amusing
Yeah.
incident is here. It happened here. So what uh, happened is that I applied for colleges. So while applying, my father said that you don't find colleges near Nagpur. He was strict about this. He didn't want me to be in Nagpur,
Nearby
uh,
Nagpur.
nearby Nagpur. Yeah. So he asked me to fill the form, fill the preferences away
Preferences.
from Nagpur, maybe
Okay.
around the uh, West Maharashtra, around there,
Okay.
like
Okay.
around
Yeah. Yeah.
Pune. Yeah. So I filled that, and so funny thing starts here. Uh, what happened is that while I was filling the preferences,
Okay.
uh, I searched for KIT. So there is one KIT Ramtek nearby.
Okay.
So uh, I assumed it to be KIT Ramtek and filled that. And I was carefree, and I filled it, I submitted it, okay. And when the results came, like after the round,
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
round, I think I got
Allotments came.
yeah. So after first round, I got some college, I think Triple MIT or something, I don't know.
Mhm.
So I applied for an upgrade. So and after that, in the second round, I think I got the KIT Kolhapur.
Okay.
So I went, and I when I was checking, so I saw KIT Kolhapur. So I was like, ये मैंने भरा है ये. I was in confusion. ये मैंने भरा है. So so I saw that, and I was like, I think I filled KIT Ramtek, and how is this?
How
Okay,
is
so I
this
thought
KIT Kolhapur?
KIT कॉमन निकाल दिया और वो बाकी का छोड़ दिया. So so that way I got the seat in Kolhapur,
So,
KIT
long
Kolhapur.
story short is you mistakenly got allotted to
Yeah,
KIT
yeah.
Kolhapur. You
Blind arrow,
wanted some else
blind
college,
arrow.
but you landed up in KIT.
Actually, I wasn't really interested in cap rounds that time. I
Yeah.
was depressed, I
Okay.
should say. Depressed
Mhm.
as in I wasn't in my own self. I wasn't very feeling my own self. I was like, I should repeat. I should repeat. That was going in
But
my head.
right now, do you
Like
think repeating was a good option?
see,
What do you think?
now I feel that no, like if you take any decision, it is good. I think so.
Yeah,
Like anyway, life goes on,
of
and
course.
no decision is a bad decision. I have posted this quote from somewhere, but I feel that way. I have heard this quote. But I feel that way. Yeah.
You take
So
the decision
because
and you make it right.
yeah, that is also good thing. Like sometimes it is like most of the times it is good that you weigh your decisions, like what is a good decision and what is a bad decision. But
Options.
that time, yeah, I had two paths: repeat or take college.
Mhm.
And so I'll tell you one thing, what my father mentioned that time
Mhm.
was like, I told him that I got this college, and so let me finish that thing, like what happened after
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
blunder.
yeah.
I got the KIT Kolhapur College. Then I was shocked first,
Mhm.
and then I went on internet. I searched what this college is.
Okay.
So I found that it is like at that time it was 37 years old. Like it was established before 37 years, and it was like it felt classic. It felt good. The campus was good, good buildings, and it was old, and Then my father inquired about it from some friend, and he like there was his friend's son was there. I think he mentioned that it was a good college like KIT and reputed college in Kolhapur. So we were convinced. Yeah. So
This
we were
is a
like
good college. Yeah.
yeah, we were convinced. We were not like too disheartened that the blunder happened. Like myself. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, चलो जो भी हुआ वो ठीक है.
अच्छा हुआ है.
हाँ. So I was like, okay. Then around that time, my father told me that like I was in not a very good state, so I was low, and I was like, I should repeat. I asked my father, should I repeat, and like that. So he he mentioned one thing that time. So I had got that seat in KIT Kolhapur. So that time he said these are his specific words. कॉलेज वगैरे काही नसते. स्टुडंट्स जे असतात ते स्वतःच्या बळावर जे करतात तेच असते फक्त.
बरोबर.
असे and like it was his word. Even now I feel that in real life scenarios those are really applicable.
Exact.
Like anyways if student don't study
काहीच
that
होणार.
what can college do? Yeah.
Yes.
कॉलेज क्या ही कर लेगा भाई, तुम पढ़ ही नहीं रहे हो.
बराबर.
तो
कितना भी अच्छा कॉलेज होने दो, it
Right.
won't matter if the student is not willing to do it.
Yeah. So I won't say that like I studied a lot like that, but yeah. So those words like gave me a good ground, good base, and then it like it sort of gave me a confidence. Like yeah, okay, we should try it. What worst can happen? So there wasn't anything like as bad. I thought, yeah, okay, after graduation I can find a job. That is not a difficult task. I was sure in myself that time. I don't know how. So
But
I
yeah,
was like,
it
okay,
was a great piece of advice from your dad.
yeah, that moment it was
Change.
at that moment it was really inspiring for me. It was really like it induced confidence in me. So okay, I went with that. And one more like interesting thing before the cap round was that I want to mention it here. So what happened is that so when we fill the colleges we have to
Yeah.
we also have to choose the streams, the branches.
Yes.
So as I have already mentioned that I was lean towards mechanical, electronics, and CSE around that. Right. My father asked me, what stream or what branch are you interested in, or what branch are you going to apply for? I was like, ये तो मैं भूल ही गया. ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं. So like this was like I was shocked. So ये भी होता है. Like I knew it was there, but it just skipped my mind.
It slips our mind that we are just studying for one goal and उसके बाद देख लेंगे.
Yeah.
It goes
So,
in the bottom of our mind.
Yeah. So it wasn't like in my radar. No, ये भी होता है. Okay. So फिर he was like, I told him that I haven't decided yet. So he said, 2 साल हो गए और तुमने अभी तक डिसाइड नहीं किया है. तो क्या कर रहे हो तुम? That was really harsh. Like it was really harsh on me. Like
Of course.
I was also thinking, what am I doing? I haven't even decided that what is wrong with me. I had here in my life or in this decision for in this choice I had around 3 or 4 choices like electronics, ENTC, mechanical, and CSE. And I felt like if in any branch I go, I can do good. Like I don't know, my self confidence sometimes is really low, and sometimes it goes
to the
it just
top of
skyrockets.
the roof.
Yeah. That time I felt like I was interested in anything, like maybe electrical, mechanical, ENTC, etc. I can do it. So that thing I told my father, but he said, choose तो एक ही करना पड़ेगा. So I was like, right. So I went on, I researched, and then I like chose CSE.
Okay.
So
Computer
that
science.
way, right.
You just said that you felt a bit depressed, you felt a bit down after the whole 12th standard, 11, 12th standard procedure, then what was happening in your mind?
Yeah. So like most of the people who go to Kota, like I think that way. Like if you come back and you don't achieve something, like at least it should you should feel like yeah, we did something and like that way, right? Like we did something and we are okay. But
Yeah.
that wasn't the thing with me. I was feeling guilty, like what was wrong. Like I was thinking about that. What should I do? Like that only thing, right? I wanted to prove
Mhm.
myself. I wanted to
Yes, yes.
repeat. Yeah, that was going in my mind. So I was I should say I hit the rock bottom. Nowadays, I heard that phrase. So that was happening with me. Like
Mhm. Yeah.
I was feeling really down, and I think that was natural
Of
to
course, when
feel that.
you try
Now
something.
I think about that. Yeah, that you are down, and uh, so it was natural for that time, and but
Yeah,
that time we don't know.
of course,
We
you're
can't get out of that state.
trying for
Yeah.
something really hard with our whole heart. We put the whole efforts, 2 years, which is a major thing, and still, if we are not we are not able to make it up to the par. Of course, we'll feel bit demotivated. We'll feel like, what am I doing with my life? Why
Yeah.
wasn't
So
I
like
able to?
yeah, you feel like everybody had hopes, high hopes
Yes, yes,
for you,
yes.
and you have put everyone down. So that guilt also,
Stays
uh,
with it.
yeah. So that was my state that time.
Just
Yeah,
to
yeah,
relate with this, like it has
yeah,
been like your story is kind of same with mine that I have been through. Same like 10 standard. Yes, I was kind of the it felt like I was kind of the brightest kid around in my school. I had scored 95.4%, which was good, really good. I was on like top 12, 15 students in my school itself, and I was really good in maths and science. So my parents, just to give a family background, my dad is in business since very long time, since my birth, and he has very set established two different businesses in Kolhapur itself. So I didn't even have to do anything. I could just join my parents' business and get on with my life. That was one of the options. But everyone knowing that I have scored so well, everyone pushed me more that yes, you can do IIT, you can go there, get into one of the premier institutes in India. So the journey began same with me. I shifted to Pune for studying because there were not many huge institutes in Kolhapur itself. So I had to shift to Pune, and then in Pune we were looking for a good institute. I joined IIT and Space Institute. There I studied for the whole 2 years. It was just kind of quota. I used to go like home to institute to college and back to home study. I was studying for literally like 10, 12 hours daily. I would have never studied it either way. But my parents invested a lot of money in those 2 years, lakhs of rupees, which I also feel sometimes bad that I wasn't able to prove, uh, I wasn't able to succeed in that. I wasn't able to
yeah,
crack IIT. But
yeah. It gets to your mind. Yeah. So
it gets in my mind
everybody
like
feels that way. Yeah,
my mom shifted 2 years for me in Pune. My dad was living up and down Kolhapur, Pune, Kolhapur, Pune. Every weekend, he used to come to Pune and then go back to Kolhapur, eat from hotels. So his life was also a bit
yeah. So
hectic.
everybody, you are not alone in that journey. I
Alone in
would say,
that,
like
the whole
everybody
family.
contributes. Yeah,
Yes. So that was the
everybody
only thing.
contributes their share.
And they tried to make my environment completely suitable. Like I wasn't living in hostel. My dad and my mom, they took care that I get a special room. We took our flat on rent on a best place nearby to the institute, so I don't have to waste my time in travel also.
Right.
So they did all those surrounding things very precisely, but still
Yeah. So
later
everything
on,
was taken care of, and
yeah,
you had to study.
at the end of it, when results came out, uh, you don't in those 2 years, you don't like give yourself a reality check that where I will land upon. Like, yes, I was struggling. I wasn't on my top of my class or neither bottom of my class. There were 6 batches in our IITN space: B1, B2, B3, B4, B6, and I was in B2. So hopefully I was supposed to crack IIT, but eventually what happened was, there are these 3 exams that we are focused on: CET, JEE Mains, and JEE Advanced. And what
Right.
happened in JEE Advanced, I missed by 12 marks. So 12 marks is like 3 questions. If I could have done 3 questions right, I would have got a decent, like, let's say in top 8,000 ranks in India. And I would
Yeah.
have gotten some IIT, not specifically computer science branch, which I was targeting, but I would have gotten some IIT, some branch, then whatever might have happened. But I missed
Yeah.
that train. And later on, those marks are useless if you don't crack into the ranks.
Right.
So
Right.
we come down
Yeah.
to
That
J.
everything
Yes,
becomes useless. We
zero.
feel that
Yes,
everything was like it
zero.
wasn't worth it.
So now
Right.
coming back to JEE mains mark and CET marks. So if you compare the portion and syllabus and the exam pattern of JEE Advanced and CET, JEE Advanced is like you do 50, 60, 70% of the syllabus and you leave 34% of the syllabus. It doesn't matter at all. You have to score only 40%, 50% to be one of the top rankers in the whole exam. So that is kind of the syllabus, wherein the questions would be very tough from those 40-50% of the syllabus. Whereas in
Right.
CET, the syllabus, like, you have to know 100% of the syllabus, but the questions are very easy, like level 1, level 2 questions. So, but the point is you have to know the whole syllabus thorough. You cannot leave one subject or like one chapter or 2 chapter, you'll lose marks there. So that was kind of the
Right.
pattern in CET. And eventually, when preparing for advanced, I had left some topics like fluid mechanics, electrostatics, thermodynamics from physics. I had left those because I wasn't interested in them a
Right.
lot. But
Right. Right.
it,
They were back of the book.
yeah, it pulled my score entirely in CET. So I couldn't get good marks in CET. I got something like 126 or sorry, 120 something. I don't remember. But JEE Advanced, it was out of option. CET, it was out of option. The last thing was left was JEE Mains. I had scored decent marks. I would have got a reputed institute in, let's say, NIT. I could have got admitted to one of the colleges, but eventually it was a family decision. My dad realized that, yes, I also realized that, yes, I'm not a bookish person. I cannot sit in front of a book and study. I'm not that bookish person that requires maybe. So
Yeah.
so
No, even we feel like that.
yeah, so I
Uh,
was also on my very low at that point of time, and but my mom dad were really helpful and supportive to me. They said, let's come back to Kolhapur. Don't try to settle with any of the other colleges. Come back to Kolhapur, pursue engineering, but learn about business, our home family business more.
yeah.
So
So
I
that is
shifted back to
real
Kolhapur.
life knowledge, which they wanted you to learn. Right. So yeah.
That was my
So
obligation
we
that I
felt
had to return back, and it felt really bad. Everyone was like, yes, your family friends, your relatives, everyone knew that, yes, Shivam is preparing for IIT and he will crack it. Everyone has that hope, but when you don't
right.
make up part to it, it feels really bad.
Yeah. So one thing I would like to mention here is that after this, like you mentioned, if somebody
Mhm.
asks 11, 12 about
Yes,
11, 12,
yes,
so that is really embarrassing.
really embarrassing,
So
I know.
these were incidents.
These
What
questions
used to
really popped
happen,
up, like, why you went to Pune and then you are coming back to Kolhapur, right?
right? So what is the use? We can't express it in words. Even we know what happened. So don't
Yes.
pester us with these questions. We sometimes I used to feel like that. What so I'll share one like incident,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not
go ahead.
incident, like what happened.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
when I joined college, they used to be like students, so we meet people, we meet students, and they
Yes.
ask about each other. So they
Mhm.
ask from where are you, 11 12, which college, where. Okay, so you tell them. But in my case, I was really depressed. So that time
Yeah.
I felt like I felt ashamed. I felt embarrassed that like I felt I don't want to share that. Like I was in Kota.
Mm.
So I used to dodge that question. I used to just tell, yeah, I was here. Not exactly going towards the like mentioning the quota.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. So I felt like that. So
Yes.
now when I think about that, I feel like how stupid
Stupid we
I
were.
used to be. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
takeaway is the only thing that yes, IIT is not the end of the world if you don't get into it.
right.
And yes, it taught me how to struggle, and it taught me a lot of other things also. But at the end of it, whenever it happened to me also, like when I joined KIT, I was always like the KIT is kind of not a good thing that happened to me. I had to come back to Kolhapur, and like my plans were like IITs and IIT beds, and I would have got some NIT also, but eventually
Even I used to curse getting into Kolhapur,
getting
but
into it. But eventually, due to
yeah, like
family decisions and everything else, I had to come back.
yeah,
But I was like blaming myself for it. Yes, this is not a good thing. This is not a good thing. But I should have just left that there and focused on my next 4 years of engineering. I should have like
yeah. So
not.
I wasn't like blaming anyone for that.
Mhm.
I used to blame myself
Yeah,
because I
same thing.
know,
I used to
yeah,
blame myself also.
right. So that comes into our mind sometimes. Like even now, sometimes I get like I think about what happened in the
Mhm.
past.
Mhm.
So I get sometimes it is very emotional. Like
Yes.
what has happened, what we were thinking, and what happened. So that time I used to think like that. Now I don't know. I don't
Should,
feel that
but
way. I
after
laugh.
4 years, it is like it didn't matter then. It was just we stuck in the moment, and rather we could have done even more with the same college. College, like your dad said, college doesn't
Yeah, yeah,
matter. It's you
yeah.
who has to do something.
Yeah, I feel that way now, and I don't. I nowadays laugh on that. Like I feel I was really
Same.
stupid. Even I sometimes now also I think I am stupid. Sometimes I repeat the same mistakes,
Yeah.
so that's why I feel that way. But
But yeah,
anyways,
coming to
we got over that. Not
yes,
me, but
yes,
you also.
yes.
Right.
Coming to first year, how was it? And what all did you do in KIT? KIT
Uh,
Kolhapur, KIT Kolhapur, not KIT Ramdev.
now you keep reminding me that you should just rename my name with KIT Ramtek.
Yeah, but how was your
Yeah.
first year and what all did you do?
So yeah. So I came actually the joining was I think on some 27 or 28, and I joined 3 or 4 days later. College was bit up and down. Not exactly, I should say, but literally, you have to climb a mountain from hostel to commit to the college. So that was
Yeah.
like, I was like, "Ye kya hai, bhai? Why are we trekking?" So
Yes.
there was very, it was very new for me everything, and
Mm.
so I was enthusiastic about my new journey in college, like how college will be, how are they going to teach. But frankly speaking, our college was not that bad. Our
Yeah,
college
it
was
was
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So we should not like we are mentioning that KIT college AIT. We are comparing that, but it was good. It had the infrastructure. It had the facilities. I won't say that it had all the facilities or at par. It would have been at par with the IITs, but not.
Mm.
But it was good.
It was
Uh,
really good. Standing here right now, I'm giving all my like where I am right now in my company. It was really
yeah,
appreciable. KIT was an integral
yeah.
part of it, and all the professors, the infrastructure they provided, it was really great.
So now even they have, I think, introduced an AI.
AI and
Uh,
machine learning and data science courses
yeah.
for computer science.
So it is developing, and it is
Yes.
good that new freshers will get to have. good exposure to them. And
Yes.
so speaking about my first year, first sem, all the batches of different streams, branches were mixed in one class. I get to meet new people. I was excited, and I went. I took lectures, and the routine was simple. Yeah, I went to college, went to hostel, did lectures, went to hostel, and that same thing happened here as well. So what turnaround came here, that Kolhapur is a new city,
Yes.
and how am I not going to explore it? So I made some friends, and I went on exploring Kolhapur. So it was natural. You bunk
You,
class.
yes, you are
You
enjoying
bunk
the
classes.
semester.
Yeah, you explore. You neglect everything. You kick Kota aside. You kick your classes aside, and you go for exploring. Yeah, हटाओ सब चलो घूमने चलो. So so yeah, so I explored Kolhapur, and first sem it showed me the results.
On your
I
report
got
card.
7.72. Yeah, it showed me is the bank. ये ले बोलते चलो. तुम बहुत उड़ रहे थे, अब रियलिटी पे आ जाओ.
Yeah.
So actually, the what I felt that time was like the study was not that difficult in the first year itself.
Yes.
I could manage that. I felt like that because generally the concepts were from 12th, 11th, 12th, and they were elaborated here,
I know.
and they were okay, like
If you have
I
really studied 11th, 12th for IIT or JEE, and like JEE Advanced, JEE Mains, then I don't think first year of engineering would be, or the M1, M2, M3 subjects, which are really tough for everyone else. We don't find it that hard. Like me neither.
right.
Like chemistry, physics was very easy compared to what we had studied in last 2 years. So first year was really easy for me to academics wise.
Right. So that happened. I got pushed down. Reality hit me hard, and then I like reflected on my
But
whatever I did,
second
and
semester you
then
came back, you scored really amazing.
uh, yeah. So I had one friend. I used to study with him, and I studied extensively in the second semester, and I got 9.16. I was really happy,
Oh,
and that like I was like say जमीन से उठ के I felt like that, like
nice,
बहुत कर लिया भाई.
nice.
So that way I felt, and then yeah, that was first year. It was good actually. So I got to know other people, other students from other streams as well. So that way my circle of friends broadened.
Yeah. So, what do you feel right now with the lectures and the learnings that you get that we should have got from outside lectures too?
Yeah. So now I feel like I should have focused more on competitive coding, but this is like personal preference. Like someone wants to do more of software development, or someone wants to do competitive coding. So, but competitive coding helps you crack job interviews, and so I think everyone should at least try it, and like college students for them. And another thing is that you should focus more on data structures and algorithms. Like, yeah, like even if in the academics they are there, teachers will teach you, but you should focus and you should learn them by yourself. You should practice them. The main point here is that self-learning is the thing I think which I didn't focus more on. I used to do the bare minimum, and I used to get over with it. But like seriously, if you want to improve, then you should definitely go for self-learning, like doing competitive coding, practicing problems, data structure algorithms, and then there are some course subjects in computer science which you should focus more on, like
Yeah.
OS. Yeah.
Core
So
computer science.
yeah, like discrete math OS, DS algo I mentioned, database. networking, and then some other concepts which you might also need in if you like develop softwares is like software engineering and
Yeah.
testing also. Testing, I think at least you should know the basics, like what it is. So that I think will hugely help you
Yeah.
in your further like cracking
Any
interviews. And
platform
yeah,
sources that you would like to mention here?
so I generally practiced on Hacker Rank, but you can choose anything: Lead Code, Hacker Rank, Hacker Earth. There are a lot of them. Code Chef
Yes. Yes.
and Geeks for Geeks is like
Bread and butter for us.
is right. Yeah,
Stack Overflow and Geeks for Geeks is like daily bread and butter for all of us. And I think everyone should start very early to explore this. Like they have really good
yeah. To get
courses.
familiar with them. Yeah,
They have really good courses on Geeks for Geeks, even for data structures or like interview related preparation.
right, right. Yeah, interview
Yeah.
prep. There are a lot of things related to that.
Yeah. So other than these formal websites that we need to start very early from, what else do you think that one computer science student, like for our trade in general, students should do?
Yeah, like as I have mentioned, these like this will give you a good basic fundamental knowledge, and I think you will be really good at computer science if you just follow these things. And apart from that, there are other things as well, like some cyber security topics, those concepts. You can do workshops, you can get the knowledge about that. So cyber security, I think nowadays is really like uh, it needs engineers, software engineers or professionals who can really uh, provide
Yeah,
security
of course.
to firms. So that is really good,
A
a
good
really good
opportunity for,
profession.
yeah,
Yeah, opportunity
opportunity.
that student can avail and go in
Yes.
that stream.
Yes. Yes.
And other than that, if someone wants to do MTech, MS, they should also like the thing remains the same, that the basics and the academics you will have to do good. You will have to do good projects. You should make good friends so that like you should get ideas from them. Like somewhere I read that your friends also determine how you are,
Of
right? Your
course. Of
circle.
course.
So
Yes.
that way your mind gets trained, you subconsciously get used to those things. So that is also good thing to have a good circle. And you should keep on enhancing yourself. And projects, good projects, new technology should be there in your projects. And you
Yeah.
should try involving, like blockchain is there now. I don't know much
Yes.
about
I
that,
know.
but still you can try yeah, like embedding that in your projects. Like anyways, like we had a lot of opportunities, I think. So that time we had PBL, project based learning.
Project-based
But
learning.
yeah, but it was like काम चलाओ आगे बढ़ो कैसे भी हो जाएगा कर दो. But now you should, I think we should really
Take it
take
more seriously.
yeah, students should take it more seriously. Should it greatly enhances your ability to be a good software developer, be a good professional. Like if you like, there are 6 semesters apart from the first year, 6 semesters, and uh, let's leave the last semester for mega project.
Yeah.
So if there are 5 semesters, you are doing one mini project in each semester, then let's say if you can't even do good in the project in the second year, but in the third year and the fourth year, you will develop a lot of skills. And in fourth year's final mega project, you'll have a lot of like
Of course.
different, like in our PBL, what used to happen is like we used to focus on different subjects, right? So
Yeah.
different concepts, like
Yes.
maybe
Yes. Yes.
testing, maybe another subjects, database, like that, right? So if you get the knowledge and if you go on building mini projects on those simple like concepts, uh, and I feel like we used to make projects which are not
Up
very
to the
like,
part. Yeah.
yeah, were not end to end very polished.
Yes.
But at least you should try for it. You should go for making it end to end polished, because uh, not in the second year itself you will be able to do that, but in third year end semester and fourth year's like first semester. So that, around that time you'll have a good idea, you'll have good knowledge of stack, what you have to use, and you will be able to make it end to end polished. You it can be given to a client,
Yes,
like
yes.
you can scale it, you can sell it, right? So that will really improve your
Overall
ability to code.
profile.
Yeah, and you'll be really a good programmer, software developer, and you will your resume will be boosted.
Basically,
That is very,
after going through those 5 semesters, at least 2 to 3 good projects that you can showcase on your profile, that
yeah.
you should be able
even
to.
even if you can't, yeah,
Hmm,
even if you can't do them with your buddies, like
yeah,
it might happen that you can't do, then go on for doing it on your own. I feel
alone.
like I should have, yeah, I should have
Same.
done more projects. That is one thing I think which I lacked. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to what were your best memories in college?
If you go in engineering college, you should definitely like stay in a hostel at least for 1 year for some time.
Okay.
Hostel life is like, it should be experienced once, at least once in a life. Living with your friends, you living with your like buddies. So there are seniors as well. You get to know them. You can ask them. So there are a lot of things you get
Nice.
in a hostel. So
It's nice
there
to
are
hear.
these rules as well. You break the rules, you get the thrill of
Yeah.
breaking the rules. So that is really a good what I can say experience, right? Other than that, college was usual for me. As I told previously, I had good friends, and like I mentioned, I didn't bunk the college usually. So that was one part, because I used to enjoy going to college and have discussions and fun time with my friends, I think
Plus
so.
one, plus one. Same
So
thing.
yeah, so my journey was like that. I had fun, even if I got it by accident, but it was really good to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
there. I feel like that, and I don't regret it. I really love my journey throughout these 4 years.
Amazing. Amazing.
So the
Any
fourth year was from home itself. So what I can say? Only 3 years, three and a half, two and a
three and
half
a
maybe.
half, 2.5
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
2.5, 2.5. Yeah.
Yes.
So that
That is
way.
kind
But
of a. Hmm.
even so, you get to experience the online way curriculum, online way of studying, right?
We got away with a lot of things.
Right. Yeah. That is one thing which I miss, that we should have gotten
Hmm.
a convocation, but
Yeah.
it's okay. What can we do?
Yeah.
You can plan a reunion. I think you are
Oh.
the CR. You
So
can
that
you can plan it.
that whole big deal is on my shoulders now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Let's
give
see.
you the responsibility. You can do that.
Everyone has gone, bro. Some have gone to master's job and everything else. Let's see. Still, uh,
So now it's a big no.
maybe I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
commit.
Nobody can. Yeah. Nobody can help you with that now. Yeah.
Yes,
So everybody has their own lives. They are
own
settled now.
lives. Everyone, it's that thing itself. One last thing, we missed that train. I feel we missed that train, and maybe it won't be even possible right now. Everyone has got to their own lives and
Right, right.
have their
Yeah,
own
everybody
piece of.
will have to
Yeah,
accommodate their times, and it will be really
it
difficult
will
to
be
get
really
all
hard.
of the, yeah, batchmates together, right?
Yes, yes. But one day, sure, definitely, I'll try my best.
Yeah. So let's hope
Any
for that day.
anything to summarize from your like just a gist from your Kota journey, your failure, accepting that failure, and then beginning with a new. Right now, where you're standing, I'm sure we both have recovered a lot, and
Right.
we are at a very good path in our careers. Uh, so, anything on that?
So I feel like nothing in life is too big to keep on holding on that. I think so. Like you can everything can shatter sometimes. Everything can be rebuilt from pieces. So
Yes.
I don't think you should dwell on anything. That I think so. That way.
On the same.
Eventually, yeah. Eventually, you'll get to on the other side of that, and you'll look back and see that it wasn't so big deal to be like to cry on that. You
Yes.
should move on. I think moving on is the only option which we have. Anyways,
I remember this thing when you said you can rebuild everything from base zero.
right.
I guess you have seen the Super 30 movie. Have you
Yeah.
seen Hrithik Roshan, the
Right. Right.
IIT
Yeah.
journey?
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah.
And in that, the moment when he quotes, "तुम्हारे पास खोने के लिए है ही क्या?" So
Right. Right.
whenever, right now also, whenever I go into that deep situation wherein I don't see a path for myself, I question myself that what do you have to lose? So there's no more
Yeah.
failure than that. You either have to stay there or you have to come up. So anyhow,
Yeah.
struggle
There's a wall
to
behind
sure.
you.
Yeah,
You either go. You cannot go behind that.
yeah.
The way is forward only. That
The way
way.
is
That is also
forward.
a quote I
Yeah.
saw on YouTube someday. But it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Use that
I
wall.
agree with you.
Use that wall and push yourself up high.
Yeah.
That
Right.
that is yeah, great. It was amazing talking with you, getting to know all of your experiences and your story behind. I don't know if I never heard of this Kota story, but still, it was amazing to hear. Maybe not many of us in our batch would have known this, but yes, now everyone will. Everyone's going to ping you, question you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Even I didn't know about your story.
Yes.
I got to know today.
Yeah.
So it was a good chat from my side as well. Like I got to know things about yours. So that was nice experience for me. Like there are people like I know there are people like me who have faced this, but to be having you like you don't seem like having that experience.
What
Uh,
is different is like there are thousands of people like us who have experienced
no,
this,
no,
but
I
yeah.
know that, but I didn't know that you were
My
also
story.
you have also been through that. Yeah,
Right. Yes, you
yeah.
can get yourself up from any situation. Just don't dwell upon that situation. Don't stick onto it, and just focus on yourself. Definitely, bro. Great speaking with you. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the entire podcast. Keep on listening to stories of common engineering stories.